Hi, my name is Alexander, founder of Papaya Empire Journey Limited. We specialize in pawpaw seeds and seedlings and other fruit tree seedlings such as citrus, mango and avocados. And this is my story. Before I got into pawpaw farming, I was working as a lab tech in microbiology department, doing some analysis for drugs, the quality control. So generally that was what I was doing. Back in 08, immediately after clearing high school, I've been having that passion to do pawpaw farming because I'd seen some farmers make money out of the pawpaw itself. You know, since I was passionate about agribusiness, I said I'm going to plant around 1,000 plants, counting that this plant will give you this kind of money. So I had a clue of that by the end of each month I'll be having this cash from pawpaw farming, actually exactly selling the fruits. So I did 700 plants, but now unfortunately it's only 70 which were female. The rest, that's like 630, they were male. So that was a challenge. You're expecting to be harvesting from 700 plants, but now you have 70 which are female. And once I got into college, these 70 were giving fruit. So I had some sales, and then I said, if 70 can give this amount of cash for my pocket money, I started to research on how can I make sure that all the plants which we do are going to be female. And then I went into Google, and I guess around 4 years later, it's when I came across a company which was supplying some pawpaw seeds. Actually, there was a feature of a journal of farmers from Nandi which are doing dwarf pawpaws, which are giving red-fleshed fruits. So like my aim was to go to that place and then get to know the farmers, tell me where do you get these seeds. Now I contacted the author of this journal. Then he told me that I can link you to the person who is supplying the seeds, and I got the contact. At that time it was, let's say from 08, the time I was getting the contact was around 2013 when I was in that year. And from there I said that I'm going to save towards getting the seeds which we're going to give all plants female and with a red fleshed fruit, which is the one preferred by the market. So from there I talked to the guys. In 2015, I was working for a school in Kirinyaga. So I managed to save 150,000. I went, bought the seeds, took them for propagation someplace in Kiserian. So I had the seedlings. My aim was to have the original 1,000 plants. So I came to have them. I prepared the farm, planted them. But you see, that time I had little know-how on pawpaw farming. A mistake I did that I didn't have enough water for irrigation, because initially, traditionally, the indigenous plants we have really need water. You just plant them, they're rain-fed. So by the end of it, you have fruits, right? So I just said this hybrid, I'll just plant it like we do our traditional varieties, and then it will come up. Now, besides of lacking water for irrigation, I did input a lot of manure. So you see, once there is a lot of manure and no adequate water supply, there'll be a lot of temperature at the root medium for the plant. So they'll rot and they'll fall down. So unfortunately, because I planted them in 2015 around October. Now by 2016, 1 year later, they all fall down. But now, fortunately, I was taking photo of every step, because I remember they flowered at 45 days from transplanting, of which the indigenous one will flower like 5 months later. So all that time I take a shot of my dwarf pawpaws, I post them in my Facebook account, like how we are proceeding, update farmers. By September I had lost all these plants. So that was 2016. I didn't give up because I had that passion for, I want to sell these fruits. We went to 2017, I planted again. But now I leased land where I did 1,000 plants, and in my family land I did another 1,000. So we have 2,000, but in different portions of land. Now in 2017, by the time it was January, they were flowering around, I guess, 55 days. So from there we had a lot of rains in 2018, which started exactly on 1st of March. So from that time, you see, we are happy that, oh, it's raining, we're going to get adequate water for the plants, they'll grow big. But to our wonder is that pawpaws doesn't need a lot of water in the root medium, actually that waterlogging. So again, a second lot, we lost the 2,000 in both farms because of a lot of rain, because we had clay soil in one of the farms, the least one, and we had sandy soil in the family land. So we lost almost the 2,000 plants. So from there, as I did back in 2015, 2016, I was taking a shot of every plant, the dwarf ones, I post them online. So that time I realized that people were asking, where can I get these seedlings? Where can I get the seeds? So I said that we have another opportunity of supporting farmers with the seedlings instead of doing the fruit. So after losing these 2 acres, it means that I had gone through some challenges that I could help farmers not to go through and be successful in pawpaw farming. We've had different diseases. We had how to do manure application, the spacing. So I had learned through all that. So it's in 2017, 2018 that I felt I should start the seedlings business, because now people asking, where can I get seedlings of this variety which give fruit when it's still young and short? So from that time, from 2018, we started doing some small bits of pawpaw seedling, selling to farmers, supporting them in their farms, following up on how they can manage this disease. And now, through that work with farmers, we get new challenges. And through those challenges, we could know that if it's this pest, if it's this disease, we can tackle it this way. We can use it either organic ways or the synthetic ways to tackle that. Based on my experience, if a farmer wants to get into a bit profitable pawpaw farming, it's good to start with like 1/4 acre, which will carry in between 250 to 300 seedlings at a spacing of 2 meters by 2 meters. And generally, with that size of land, you need like around 40,000, so that you can cover digging of the holes, buying the fertilizer, managing the pests and diseases, and also that will take you up to harvesting. If you have 300 plants, for example, that's the maximum 1/4 acre can take, you're expecting an average of 100 fruits, each of 1 kg from each plant. And generally, farm gate price for each pawpaw is 40 bob per kg, right? So if you have 100 fruits in each plant, and each has got an average of 1 kg, so which means that you're going to sell averagely 40 bob per fruit. Multiplied by 100, that will be 4,000 per plant, and you have 300 of them. So that generally will give you around 120,000. Harvesting is usually done weekly. So you assume that we're going to have 1 fruit from each plant, right? So you're going to harvest 4 times in a month from each plant. So generally each plant will give you 4,000 shillings and you're able to harvest for 3 years. So you're going to be sure that by the time the lifespan of these plant ends, you have at least 12,000. So we give it 12 to 20,000 per plant for the entire growth season, which takes like 3 years. So from transplanting to the first ripe fruit, it will take between 6 to 8 months, depending on the temperature of where the farm is located. Ideally, pawpaws will do well in areas of temperatures between 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. And so you find that those are generally the tropical areas, of which from 25 to 28 they'll thrive. But now the difference will be where the temperatures are a bit lower, the sweetness goes down. Where we have higher temperatures, the pawpaw fruits will be sweeter than the ones from the cold areas. Generally, from a business point of view, the challenge we've gotten is getting quality seeds, because again, people will tell you that these seeds are quality, but by the end of it, after you plant, you've waited for 8 months, is not what we expect to get from this kind of seeds. And also, we have support farmers that all the time we have some new diseases. And you see, if you're the one who is doing the seedlings and you fail to help the farmer tackle this problem, that's a challenge also, business-wise. Through all these challenges in farming, we came up with a brand of Papaya Empire, which works under Stawi Seeds Limited. And through the experiences that we are able to give farmers certified seeds, of which will give hermaphrodite plants. This means that every plant will bear fruits, no male plant. They are self-fertilizing, they are self-pollinating. And with all that is that they are early maturing, and they are being produced from clean seeds, which are free from diseases and pests. And from there, we are able to help the farmers to manage the pests and diseases. We give each farmer a spray program on how to do so that they produce clean fruits at the cheapest way possible. For us to help farmers get into profitable pawpaw farming, we have trainings and seminars to farmers, actually groups. We teach them all the way from propagation, transplanting, to management, and into marketing their produce. And also we have consultations, so that if even a farmer didn't buy the seedlings from us and then they have challenges, we go to their farm, advise them on what to do, and if they have a challenge on how to sort it that time, we just give them tips on the best farming practices, allow them to learn on how they can do land preparation, and again choosing the field, because again it doesn't to be a place where it waterlogs once it rains, good soil, and the holes, and also make them aware of the challenging pests and diseases, so that now once the farmer comes up with that idea of doing the pawpaw farming, they know that we are going to start here, move to the next step, and then we are going to expect such challenges. Papaya Empire and Stawi Seeds have got some objectives and vision missions in future, and our chief main aim is to be in the value chain of pawpaw farming, all the way from seeds, seedlings, marketing the fruits for farmers through contract farming, and also doing value addition for the products of pawpaws. And that will help in eradication of poverty and leading to self-employment to the youth and others in the community. From this seedling to this moneymaker to this nutritious, delicious fruit, that was my story. Can't wait to watch your story. Share it.